To record Only Water for 10 days is what I had to sort of do symbolically to myself, you know. Um, Imagining that my body was a tape recorder, I knew 3 years ago that I was going to have to record Only Water for 10 days in order to be able to make a record, because I was very, I had a very chemical makeup about 3 years ago, and I really had to clean myself out before I was going to be able to do a clear representation of the feelings and the places that I wanted to represent with my music. So that's you know, I mean, it's heavy when you're doing when you're performing on stage the way we perform, because we're pretty wild and we're pretty athletic sort of on stage. We jump around a lot and stuff. So our bodies are always really feeling it. Always really need that day off physically. But, you know, I'm always just sitting in the back of the bus playing guitar and sitting in hotel rooms playing guitar. And when you're practicing playing along with other music so much, it's a natural sort of byproduct of that you're going to write songs. You know. Electronic music for the last 3 years, I would say I probably listened to 70% electronic music or 80% electronic music. Most of what I listen to is all different types of electronic music, you know, from all different kinds of techno musics and German electronic music from the 70s, and, you know, German techno music, and you know, the Depeche Mode and New Order, and for some reason it's what speaks to me the best lately, you know, since I started playing guitar again. When we were making Californication, I actually had to, when we were first writing it, I had to make a rule for myself that I would only listen to electronic music at nighttime, and during the daytime I would only listen to music played by real instruments, because if I listened to electronic music and then I went to rehearsal, everything sounded so boring to me, you know. But by listening to it at nighttime and then listening to like punk music during the day, I ended up finding ways of working those kind of textures into the music without actually directly being influenced by anything electronic. I think we were always we were kind of texturally trying to keep up with, like, at that time with like the trip hop music that, you know, we were listening to, like Portishead and Tricky and stuff. And I feel that a musician to keep getting better has to keep changing. And if you're constantly always referring to the same things, to me it just grows stale, you know. When I see people like, you know, somebody who thinks like maybe when they started out they just thought Cream was the greatest thing in the world, and then they keep playing but they just keep being only influenced by Cream, and they keep thinking that that was the end of the world. Or somebody thinks that, you know, earlier you have somebody who might think that, like, you know, Jerry Lee Lewis was the greatest thing in the world. Then that person, I see them as being people that were good for a while, and then at a certain point they cease to grow. And I don't want to be like that. I'd rather die, you know. I want to keep changing, and I want to keep being different. And to do that, I have to be open to as many different kinds of musics as I can get my hands on.